Good morning, DePauw. It is a beautiful day in Greencastle. It's wonderful to see so many of you out there this morning on what will be remembered as a transformative day in DePauw's history. I'm Doug Smith, and I'm chairman of the Board of Trustees at DePauw and a graduate of the class of 1985. And I have the pleasure of kicking off our program today. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'm delighted to welcome students, staff, faculty, and friends to today's program. Some of my fellow trustees were also able to join us today, and I thank them for your partnership on this journey. DePauw is a university that changes lives through the support and dedication of those in our community. The devotion to DePauw runs deep. That applies wholeheartedly to you, who dedicate your time and talents to the university and its students. For many alumni, it is these relationships with faculty and staff that keeps bringing us back to DePauw. Today, we celebrate in community with all who recommit daily to keeping DePauw strong. Thank you for your work and your dedication. Now, it is my honor to welcome Dr. Lori White, the 21st president of DePauw University, to the podium to tell us more, including exactly why we're here to celebrate. President White, the forum is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doug, and I too add my greeting of welcome to all who are gathered here today. You are, of course, wondering as to the reason we are all gussied up with big smiles on our faces and why we have called the community together for a surprise, important announcement. My 3 words to describe what I am about to share with you are honored, humbled, and historic. Well, Board Chair Smith, I think I have kept everyone in suspense long enough. So how about a drum roll? DePauw family, I am humbled and honored to announce that DePauw University received $200 million in support of our Bold and Gold 2027 strategic plan. Today, we have made history. A few key details for you. DePauw has received $150 million from a donor who wishes to remain anonymous, and $50 million in supporting matches from additional generous donors to champion the goals of the Bold and Gold strategic plan. This is DePauw's largest gift and one of the largest gifts to an American university, especially one of DePauw's size. You may have heard of other large gifts to higher ed institutions. We are in some stellar company, demonstrating faith in the future of higher education and opportunities to come. We are humbled by these gifts and grateful for the confidence these gifts demonstrate in our collective vision for DePauw. Thanks to this support, we can focus on ensuring that our core academic programs and offerings are extraordinary in every way. We know that our aspirations for DePauw to be a new model for the liberal arts college of the 21st century will also require further philanthropic support. So these gifts and those we hope that they inspire are essential to advancing the accomplishments of our impressive community of students, faculty, staff, and alumni. We are forever thankful for all of those who have given gifts to DePauw of every size and those who will give in the future because of your belief in the power of a DePauw education to transform lives. The gifts I have just announced will bolster initiatives across the institution and across all 4 pillars of our strategic plan, supporting faculty, scholarships and financial aid, student and spiritual life and athletics. And 3/4 of the funds raised will support the university's endowment, enabling the university community of the future to benefit from this generosity for years to come. The dedicated efforts of all of you who make DePauw the outstanding university that it is today, in combination with our steadfast commitment to fiscal stewardship, are what inspired confidence from these donors. Let us keep that going and inspire others to join with their support. We must ensure that the funds for which we have been entrusted continue to support DePauw for generations to come. I stand before you today with the feeling of humble joy. I'm immensely proud that the promises on which our institution began 187 years ago have endured. We recall the faith of our founders, their belief that a great university could rise here with the mission of igniting in every student an educational passion, preparing them for future challenges. We all are living proof that that faith of theirs, that DePauw is indeed a great university, and through our dedication to traditions of the past and innovations for the future, DePauw remains committed to those founding ideals. We have so many reasons to be thankful, and my gratitude extends across the DePauw universe. Bold and gold, we are on the move, and in the words of one of those iconic musical hits from my youth, ain't no stopping us now. Next, we'll hear from Dr. Dave Burke, our Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dave, will you please join me here at the podium?
Thank you, President White. What an incredible day for DePauw. I've seen all kinds of exciting moments during my 3+ decades at DePauw, and this one tops them all. The funds from these gifts will bolster initiatives across DePauw and will support all 4 pillars of the university's strategic plan. You will remember that the plan outlines a 4-part vision for academic renewal centered on the liberal arts and sciences, a vibrant and exemplary student experience, a commitment to institutional equity, and a focus on financial and operational stewardship to ensure DePauw's future as a flourishing university. A central goal of the strategic plan is academic renewal and the creation of the 3-school model, which includes strengthening the university's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and an equally strong commitment to DePauw's new School of Business and Leadership and to the new Creative School, which is launching in fall of 2024. I am pleased to announce that as part of this gift, there's a significant commitment to support the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, including support for faculty development, endowed faculty positions, and study abroad. Additionally, $64 million of the funds announced today were designated by donors to be used for the Creative School. These gifts we're celebrating today build upon the previous $40 million gift the university received to support the School of Business and Leadership. The impact of these gifts will be seen and felt on campus in many ways, and for generations of students, faculty, and staff. In the future, every alumnus will have been changed by the impact of these gifts, and I too wish to extend my thanks to the donors who have invested in DePauw and who continue to believe in the transformational nature of the liberal arts. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Bridget Gurley, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you to everyone who has so generously contributed. These gifts are both an incredible honor and an opportunity for our institution. This is really a momentous time to reflect on the strength of our academic program, on the beauty of our campus, and to think about the potential we have moving forward. These incredibly generous gifts are an investment in DePauw's future, expanding opportunities for all of us, faculty, students, and staff. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences has a really strong tradition, engaging in innovative approaches and providing students with an outstanding liberal arts education. Through our academic offerings, research and internship opportunities, study abroad, and co-curricular programs, the college broadens and deepens every student's understanding of the world around them. During my 35-plus years teaching here at DePauw, I've seen firsthand the transformational impact of our small residential campus and the strong connections faculty develop with their students. The depth and talent of scholarship among faculty and students here is remarkable. I can hardly wait to see what these new resources allow us to accomplish together. Now let me turn it over to Marcus Hayes, inaugural Dean of the Creative School, and welcome him to the podium.
Thank you, Bridget. So talk about fortunate. Clearly, I joined this university at a fortuitous time. Thank you to the donors for your generosity and belief in our work. Dr. White expressed a sense of humble joy, and that is on the mark for me as well. Today's announcement is a vote of confidence in what we can accomplish, including expanding the access and opportunity for students that is so crucial in higher education and in turn for the larger society. The Creative School is officially launching just months from today. The new school will be a hub for innovation. It will spur students to become leaders committed to exploration, discovery, and collaboration. These generous gifts ensure that the Creative School is propelled to success, driven by the passion of our students, faculty, staff, and alumni, to be a revolutionary concept in creative education. It will be an important place for everyone in the DePauw community to think, create, and innovate. And of course, it will be an important place for makers of all types, artists, writers, musicians, and actors, to hone their talents in new and exciting ways. As I said, when I first joined DePauw, our students will be finding many interesting connections between the disciplines housed in the Creative School and come to see how their studies in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, as well as the School of Business and Leadership, are related and interdependent. We want students to engage in a wide range of opportunities to ignite multidisciplinary collaboration, creativity, imagination, and creative problem solving, especially as we enter the age of artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and extended reality. We are excited to develop curricula that ask students to consider the concepts of aesthetics, composition, criticism, design fundamentals, and endeavors using the creative method that informs contemporary art making. So now it's time to hear from a student leader whom many of you may know. Please welcome DePauw Student Government President Paige Burgess.
Thank you, Dean Hayes. Thank you to the donors who gave so generously and to everyone who works here each day to make DePauw a place where students can find their place and purpose in a complex world. I am overjoyed to learn that there is so much support for the performing and visual arts and the launching of the Creative School. As a music major, I see firsthand the impact that music and the arts have on students and our communities. The gift underscores an essential nature of the liberal arts in education. It's great to hear that there will be added resources in support of affordability and student aid. I'm told that initiatives that support affordability and aid are often supported by donors of the university and programs that donors and alumni believe strongly in. In fact, more than 90% of DePauw students receive scholarship and financial aid from the university. These gifts strengthen that support, moving the university further toward the goal of ensuring that every talented student who wants to come to DePauw has the chance to do so. In addition to the details discussed so far, a portion of the gifts announced today will support diversity, equity, and inclusion-related practices at DePauw, including spiritual life and interfaith programs and the Center of Diversity and Inclusion initiatives. College campuses are one of the rare places left where people of diverse backgrounds and perspectives come together intentionally with open minds to wrestle with the issues facing a diverse world. It is critical that current and future students are given opportunities to grapple with the challenges we face in a supportive environment, pressed to understand deep cultural context, and encouraged to place themselves in a community with others. On behalf of the DePauw student body and the DePauw student government, I want to thank the donors who have invested in us and our futures, those who have ensured financial aid to the students of today and tomorrow, those who have given generously to ensure that our academic programs will meet the needs that we face when we graduate, and who believe that DePauw prepares the leaders of tomorrow. Your superb generosity is incredible. Please welcome back to the podium President Lori S. White to commence the celebration.
Thank you, Paige, Marcus, Bridget, Dave, and Doug. I couldn't agree more with all of you that today is a day when we are filled with joy by the generosity of others. It is certainly a day to remember in DePauw's history. Together, we are building on our incredible traditions and innovating for a new age for DePauw and our community. This investment in DePauw's future will draw more students and their families to our campus and to our city for generations to come. In the coming weeks and months, we will share more details of these incredible gifts and how they will help to transform DePauw. Before we get on with the celebration and more refreshments, please take a moment and consider how far we have come just since we began our work together in the fall 2020 to develop a new strategic plan for DePauw and the official announcement of the plan in March 2022. We have traveled far together, and now we will reach new heights together. Today is our day to celebrate this generosity and to celebrate everything we will achieve. And it's about to get loud in here. Thank you all for coming, and please enjoy the refreshments.